In Dante's Inferno, as the gates of hell open up to Dante, he reads a solemn sign that sets the tone for his journey. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Some may feel, as they enter the dating world, like Dante as he begins his journey after reading this sign. Except our sign is a lot less literal. The sign that sets the tone for a journey into dating is the modern world and the evolving ways that love and courting have been obscured, stolen, skipped, and contorted by modern technology. Along with that, we have high divorce rates, scary prospects for the economy, and influencers who insist that we should hate and use each other. So is the future of relationships really that bleak? Should we abandon all hope? Let's find out. Where are we learning about each other? Do men learn about women by interacting with women? Or do they have an opinion about women that is based on what other lonely men or unhealthy role models say about women? As for women, trusting men can be difficult. Just because one individual man wouldn't hurt a woman, that doesn't mean all men can be trusted. Women feel like they have to keep their guard up around all men because of the potential danger. The mistrust between men and women is built on the belief that men can't trust women with their emotional safety, and women can't trust men with their physical safety. Of course, this may not apply to everyone, but these ideas are prevalent and enforced in social media. There is a general air of mistrust between people. There are influencers who take your loneliness and try to spin it into hate. There are communities built around resenting women for their rejection and resenting men for their unreliability. If you're feeling hopeless about the gender you're attracted to, take a break from the things that reaffirm that belief and work on yourself, rather than immediately attributing your lack of success in the dating space to generalizations that have been made about the gender you're attracted to. Smartphones is your gateway to love. In many ways, the future is already upon us. AI used to just be the vaguely defined enemy behind the Terminators, and relationships with synthetic humans were a far-fetched idea dreamed up in Blade Runner. Those futures are very present now. It's more insidious and covert than we realize. While the damage isn't as overt and obvious as the Terminator's destruction, it can be just as devastating. Of all the methods there are for finding potential partners and socializing with people, our smartphones are the method we use the most. Not only have dating apps largely taken over as the main way to meet new people, but there's a concerning rise of AI as a replacement for human interaction. There are apps and programs designed to fulfill the need for someone to talk to and potentially even form a romantic relationship with. This wouldn't at all be necessary if it weren't for the ongoing loneliness epidemic. An epidemic sounds like an extreme term for something as abstract as loneliness. To put it into perspective, let's look at a few studies. A study on the loneliness epidemic and how it relates to the world during and post-COVID found that people suffering from extreme loneliness were almost twice as likely to seek professional help for mental health issues, or to have untreated mental health issues. But the loneliness epidemic didn't end when the lockdowns ended. People are lonelier than they were before. There are still very present mental health and societal issues that lead to loneliness. What does this mean for the future of relationships? There will be fewer of them. There has been a steady decline in marriages, which can be attributed to the economy and the difficulty of meeting people and building relationships in adulthood. This is a huge problem for the life satisfaction of more people. As long-term committed relationships have a positive impact on life satisfaction, what does the average relationship look like? In the future, relationships may be less satisfying than they were for previous generations. With social media and dating apps taking over as the main ways to meet and interact with people, superficiality and narcissism take over as an adaptation to stand out in the modern dating world. Not to mention, even if a relationship does reach the point of marriage, the divorce rate can seem very intimidating. Relationships have also changed form. Polyamorous relationships, open relationships, sugar daddies, online relationships, and even relationships with AI are becoming more common. Even though they aren't the majority of relationships, they break the relationship norms that have been upheld until lately. That isn't to say that traditional is always better. The wide acceptance of LGBT relationships have been a positive change for the mental health of members in that community. But commitment, loyalty, true intimacy, friendships, and shared values in a relationship go a long way in relationship satisfaction. And good relationship satisfaction does improve life satisfaction. Is this the end? This all sounds pretty heavy. We are burdened by our loneliness, and the future of relationships doesn't seem like something to get excited about. As bad as it seems, this isn't the end of relationships as we know it. Just because a relationship started online or through dating apps doesn't mean it can't be real, and breaking out of loneliness is far from impossible. People in school or university are less lonely than those who aren't. So relationships and healthy relationship habits are able to flourish during those chapters of life. If you're out of school, it isn't hopeless. Embracing your hobbies, joining communities that resonate with you, and being more social can help you build genuine connections and lead to relationships. The main thing to do is to be open to the possibility that it isn't over for you, that there's always more to try. So, should we abandon all hope as we enter the future of modern relationships? Not quite. We're still very optimistic. There are more resources than ever to help people approach relationships and navigate them in healthy ways. The best thing to do if you're anxious or feeling hopeless about relationships is to always work on yourself. Be the best version of yourself that you can be, and the rest will follow. We hope this video is helpful and not depressing. Thank you for sticking around, Psych2Goers. Let us know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to Psych2Go for more videos like this.